don't know what justice means. Useless. You cannot find anybody unless the law is written. Show me written law. Show me written law. I want you to talk to this. Show me written law. Don't try that. Don't try that. Don't try it. Don't try it. Don't try rubbish. Don't try rubbish. Useless people. You don't know law. You don't know law. Your own constitution you don't respect. Supreme Court's judgment you don't respect. That's why we never play. Why we never play?
Welcome back. Thank you so much for being with us on this program. Please, if you have not yet shared this program, like and share to other platforms, share to family and friends. If you have not yet subscribed to the platform, make sure you subscribe. Click your notification bell so that you'll be notified each time we upload a video. Remember the topic we are discussing today. It says, the truth is out. Biafra genocide has become Christian genocide. World must act now. Free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is our topic we are discussing today. And now I'm going to play a video that was made coming from the side of a brother who is of a different religion, is a Muslim, and he made a very, very touching video about the issue of the genocide and the discussion on board. I want us to also listen to him. Many of you must have seen the video, and I want people to say there might be people who have not seen it, more especially those who are not Nigerians that are following us on this platform. Those who are not Nigerians, sometimes they don't get this information, so we have to play it over and over again. You never can tell who is going to come across it. You never can tell who will come across it, whenever they will come across it, and that speaks volume. That is why we will continue to touch on these issues. We will continue to play them whenever we come across all those videos we play. I want us to listen to this brother, what he has to say.
Guardian. Trump's comment threatens national unity. NSCIA warns, demands retraction. They want Trump to retract his comments. That's the Nigerian Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs. And there's a picture there of, I think this should be Professor Isaac Oloyede, if I'm not mistaken. I think, yeah, he should be the one. So what are your thoughts on that, Dr. Dairo?
I think that statement from the Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs is not only irresponsible, it is callous, it is insensitive, lacking in empathy and common sense of logical reasoning. And it's so unfortunate that the apex body of the Muslim community in Nigeria, headed by the Sultan of Sokoto, who is supposed to be the Seriki Muslimi, or the leader of Muslims in Nigeria and even in Niger, can issue such a statement at this time, at a time that we are supposed to be having a national reflection, particularly amongst the Muslim community, as to how come it is our demography, our own divide, our own side of the divide, that has produced the twin problem that Nigeria is battling hard to contain, which is Boko Haram on one hand and banditry on the other hand. This is not the time to be hypocritical, to be insincere. This is not the time to play the ostrich. If anything at all is going to threaten the national unity of Nigeria, it is not Trump's statement. It is this very statement that has been issued by the Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs. Yeah. It's mark of complicity on their part. And if I must say, on the part of those of us that are Muslims, when you issue a statement that is so insensitive to the plight of our Christian brethren, it is unfortunate. I did not imagine that this can come out of the Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs. I've heard Shegumi and some other people making statements. It wasn't something I was bothered about, because I felt that they don't represent the organized, the collective body that represents Muslims in Nigeria. But when this statement came out of the Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs, I was not only embarrassed as a Muslim, I was ashamed of myself. I felt that we have taken a logic, we have taken echo chamber rhetorics to the height of it, to the highest level of ridicule. And this is nothing but an image battering statement for the Muslim community in Nigeria. Trump, again, did not say he was coming to fight Muslims on behalf of Christians. He said he was coming to fight terrorists that are killing Christians. Why is the Muslim community in Nigeria up in arms against such a proposition? Are we the ones killing Christians? Are we supporting the terrorists to kill Christians? Can Muslims actually endure crusader Christian groups rising up to kill Muslims in targeted manner?
Amazing
is it possible
question.
for Muslims to sit down and accept it?
Yeah.
Kofi, let me give you a good example. In this same country, recently, 16 northern Muslim hunters were hunted down in Urumi because their identity was mistaken to be bandits, right? The entire Muslim North was up in arms against the Edo State government and its people. It took Opebolo, the governor of Edo, to go and practically kneel down to appease both the family, the state government, and other critical stakeholders in the North for the killing of 16 people.
Okay.
They not took a special exception to it. I didn't hear the Supreme Court for Islamic Affairs making this statement to say, no, it's part of the ongoing crisis in the country that consumed these 16 people. No. It was a special case. It was a specially mentioned case because those who killed them are of different demography. They are Southerners and they are Christians. I also remember vividly when the woman Fatima was killed in Anambra by IPOB elements along with her 4 children. The Anambra State government had to go the extra mile to appease both the family, the other community in Anambra State.
And for record purposes, this very killing he's talking about was not done by IPOB. It was not done by IPOB. This very killing he's talking about that Anambra State went for. This is a false flag operation conducted by the DSS.
Yeah.
Nigerian DSS conducted this false flag operation. Even up to today, the investigation was not done. We are not. Nobody was told who those people were and who were the people who perpetrated the atrocity that were caught. We never saw anyone. So this is a false flag operation that was conducted by the DSS in Anambra State.
That's how they kill Gulag. You remember Gulag too, huh?
Yes.
And they tried to blame it on IPOB.
Exactly. That is exactly the same thing that happened in this case of Fatima. That this guy is talking, and still the Anambra State went to apologize, just like this man is saying now. Let's listen.
The entire country by showing the seriousness with which the government takes that killing, even when IPOB elements were killing hundreds, if not thousands, of Igbo people in Anambra State. You recall, Kofi, a year or 2 ago, there was an attack on a northern dominated market in Ibadan. If you recall, when that attack happened in Ibadan, and most of the casualties were northerners, a delegation of northerners came to Oyo State to ask questions why northern governors of predominantly Muslim states, whose people were targeted, came to Ibadan to ask questions. The governors of the southwest, led by then Akeredolu late now, had to take the initiative to rein in their people, made arrests just to pacify the north. It happened in this country.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when Christians now complain that jihadi groups that are Muslim in outlook, bandits or killer herdsmen that are Muslim in outlook, are killing them, and the numbers are rising to genocidal proportion.
Yeah.
A group like Supreme Court for Islamic Affairs should be more concerned about the fact that people within their demography have gone this level of rogue to the point that Nigeria is battling insecurity that emanates from your own demography. Boko Haram members are Muslims. Bandits are Muslims. That should be a concern to the Sultan of Sokoto, who should be at this point be at the forefront.
And I want you to put in mind, anyone that is listening, this man that is speaking is a Muslim. So you wouldn't say that the Christian is coming here to blackmail them. This is a genuine moderate Muslim. And from the way he speaks, you can see he's saying it the way it is.
Yeah.
Of carrying out the necessary reforms that will roll back radicalization and indoctrination that has led to jihadism in Nigeria. But displaying the ostrich, I am so disappointed in him as a Muslim. I'm so disappointed. And I want to call on the government. Enough of this politics. President Tinubu should sit up and stop playing politics with the lives of Nigerians.
Okay.
By this morning, I should have expected that they should have called in the officials of the Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs for questioning by security agencies. And that should include the Sultan himself.
Exactly.
The federal government cannot be making consolatory statements towards the international community. And they are here making provocative statements, asking Trump to retract his statement. How do you reconcile that? They need to be reined in. They need to be cautioned. And I think the Sultan should be giving stern warning never to make such a statement again on national security.
No, Sultan is
if he doesn't want it to say, let him keep his mouth shut.
Uncountable.
For Islamic Affairs. This nonsense must not continue. It must stop. Enough is enough.
All right, Dr.
Because this is very provocative. How do you explain that such a statement can come out at such a time? Look, I've said it severally.
Manager of Britain.
When a Boko Haram Muslim group kills 1 million Muslims, it does not generate the same concern as when it kills 1 Christian.
Yeah,
because
double standard
has to do with targeted killings on the basis of creed, race, ethnicity, and all other factors that are peculiar to the humanity of the victim.
Tell them.
And so genocide in this instance can be raised when the numbers are rising, especially when a group has come under attack by a group that is of different ethnicity and religion from them.
All right,
so it's unfortunate.
All right, so the council, the Sharia Council have asked the president to review the appointment of Professor Josh Amopiton.
Look at that.
In relation to a legal opinion he offered as part of a study, which we discussed on Friday, wherein he described the insecurity in the northern part of the country based on the reports and the numbers put out by internationally recognized agencies. He described it as of genocidal proportions. So they're saying that he's not balanced, religiously, and that probably the president needs to reconsider, his appointment, probably replacing. I don't know if you've heard that stuff.
First and foremost, I do not know why we have a group called Supreme Council for Sharia in Nigeria. I don't know why that group exists.
Okay.
That group should be disbanded. And the statements that part of that
they are
group
operating
has been irrational, provocative. As if somebody wants to plunge Nigeria into a sectarian warfare. A group that calls itself Supreme Council for Sharia in Nigeria.
Yeah.
When people make such statements, they will turn around and blame others for Islamophobia. These are the same groups stoking Islamophobia. Mm-hmm. When Muslims like us are trying to reflect the beauty of Islam, the peace that Islam is,
it's not
the humanity that's at the core of Islam, through our words, our writings, and our conduct.
Yes.
Groups like this will come out and make no sense of our
destroy everything.
They will come out gun blazing, attacking people of other faiths, making reckless statements. I mean, such a group in the first place should have nothing like National Council for Sharia in Nigeria, because I believe the government backed.
You hear that? There is nothing like National Council of Sharia whatever. It doesn't exist, but they are operating effectively in the north, pushing themselves to the south by force.
Yeah.
They operate unchallenged in the north. They have their army.
Yeah. The problem here is that they are used to having their ways in Nigeria in every way possible, unchallenged. Not just today, from the time the British
they don't care what you write in your constitution, or they don't care.
From the time British handed over to them, from the time of the Awolowo and the Azikiwe and the rest of them, they are just having their way. So to think that they will go and have Sharia Isba, Sharia police, Sharia this, that is crazy. What kind of country is that? Where is Christian police? Where is Christian military? Where is Christian? None of that. None.
Are you not shocked to hear from this man himself telling you that these people have been disbanded?
Yeah,
but they are still operating.
Who? Which people is disbanded?
The Sharia, whatever they are making.
National Council.
National Council that is disbanded in Nigeria.
Who disbanded them?
According to law, it is disbanded. The guy said it here now. You didn't hear him.
But they are the law, bro. They are the law.
That is the problem.
Like
a person here telling you that they are disbanded. He just said it here.
But nobody's going to enforce it. Yeah.
You know, when people make such statements, they will turn around and blame others for Islamophobia. These are the same groups stoking Islamophobia. When Muslims like us are trying to reflect the beauty of Islam, the peace that Islam is, the humanity that is at the core of Islam, through our words, our writings, and our conduct, groups like this will come out and make no sense of our efforts. They will come out gun blazing, attacking people of other faiths, making reckless statements. I mean, such a group in the first place should have nothing like National Council for Sharia in Nigeria, because I believe it's a government-backed group. Somebody's drawing salaries from the collective participation of Nigeria under that aegis, and all they do is to use such provocative statements. So I'm starting my comment today on this matter on the fact that group should be scrapped. They should scrap that group. Then secondly, again, like I thought of the Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs, this group, this particular, the woman many statements from this group should have been arrested by DSS by now.
Oh. Who arrested?
President Tinubu, wake up. For this will cause anarchy and chaos in this country. Wake up.
What do you have to say, bro Christian?
Yeah, well, same thing. Because that's why I keep saying that the move by, or the statement by Ted Cruz has to be the way to go. That is just it just has to be the way to go. This blasphemy law, since they introduced it, everything in Nigeria done dabaru. Everything. Nigeria is it has just become an evil entity, a caliphate, Taliban-style caliphate. That's what they are pushing. So the only solution is just the abolition of it. Anything other than that is a waste of time. And anybody looking at Tinubu to do anything, again, I say you are wasting your time. He doesn't have the courage and the level of self-interest will not allow him, even if he has the courage. So, because he's still looking at 2027. And therefore, he doesn't care how many people, whatever happens, how many lives buy in the process, he just doesn't care. All he does is dish out money to a group of people to carry out propaganda here and there. Buy anybody that is buyable. Come on YouTube and TV to tell you how they kill 150 terrorists, how they do this. Lie. Just keep buying time. If they are fighting the terrorists, if something is happening, we will see it. Come on now. It will happen and we will see it. So if Gumi is in Turkey or El-Rufai has run away, I don't know. That is not the issue. The point is that they need to start cracking down the whole of this Islamic Sharia law. That is a problem facing the country. And this man, I'm sure he's Yoruba man. He spoke well. He spoke from the heart. So, and he himself is greatly disturbed the fact that these people can be so audacious, so brazen. They want you. When they buy Christians, when they buy Southerners, they want you to just accept it like it's natural, it's normal. But when you touch their own, because that's the thing he talked about. I remember, not only did the governor went to kneel down and beg and promised to pay, Tinubu gave a marching order to fish them out. And not only that, again, they now had a summit among themselves. And they somehow manages to bring in some people from Middle Belt who are like Solomon, whatever. He was a minister during Buhari, that's sports. That wears military, beret.
I have his video. We are going to hear from him what he had to say about the genocide. I have his video.
Okay, so when they killed those 16 Northerners in Edo, they together they were in a meeting with some hardcore Islamists saying that if they don't protect Northerners in the south, that no, that they will blah blah blah, they will do this, they will do that. But look at the number of Southerners and Christians that have been by up and down. They won't even come out to condemn it. And when people talk about it, Gumi come to tell you that it's lie, that you are just burying empty caskets.
Imagine.
And that man is saying now that they are going to sue Gumi for that because there is another defamation, if you will.
Yes. Yeah, he said they're going to sue him.
But unfortunately,
where are you going to sue him? Go and sue him in the ICC, not in Nigeria.
Oh, exactly. So you see that this. Yeah, exactly. So it is a waste of time, and I am personally of the opinion that somebody, because Buhari is gone now to go and meet Chuko Kabiama. There you go and answer question. But this Tinubu has to. He must end up in ICC. I'm telling you the God's truth, because we know of leaders all over the world, in Asia and some other places, who end up in ICC because of their complicity in genocide and because of their inaction. That inaction alone makes you a culprit to it. You cannot sit down. You are the commander-in-chief. You do nothing. All these things is going on. You don't do anything. All your target is next election, where people are being by up and down. So it has to be, because if you can't do it, you can't do the job, resign, walk it, get away. So that is the situation, my brother. How do you?
Thank you so much, my brother. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. You see, just like you were saying, that is a message from Ted Cruz. He said, Nigeria Sharia law, other policies create room for Christian persecution.
Yeah.
Slaughter. U.S. Senator Cruz. And that is the truth. That is the truth. As long as you continue to permit those different laws in a country that's supposed to be secular, you are only creating room for distraction, room for anarchy. That is exactly what you are doing. Let's see let's see what that Solomon, like you call it, Solomon Lalo, or what Solomon Lalo, what he said about that genocide. Let's see what Solomon Lalo have to say about that genocide issue as we are speaking. Let's hear him.
Yeah, so I was saying that it started from the realm of politics to ethnicity and religion. From religion, it went into criminality, organized criminality, and where we are now is a genocidal elimination of ethnic or indigenous communities and land grabbing, because these organized criminals have taken sizable communities. According to the governor, over 64 communities have been taken over by them.
You see, when it comes to this genocide, the Plateau people, because they are the ones in the front line. He's from Plateau, a Christian. So that one, they don't joke. These were the people that Muhammad Buhari used to rig his way into their heart before. They were the people that were used. But at this time, you see their governor coming out to call it what it is.
Yeah.
The governor didn't miss word. He called it genocide. That is what it is.
Because they are directly affected.
Exactly. Directly affected. The same thing, this guy. So when it comes to them, they say it the way it is. But when it comes to other issues, that's why I say no single person is a Nigerian.
Yeah.
There is nobody that is a Nigerian. That is why nobody can put their head or say they want to die for Nigeria. It doesn't happen anywhere.
Yeah.
The only people that are still putting their head forward to save Nigeria are the Biafran people, more especially the idiotic Igbo people. They are the same people sticking out their neck to save Nigeria. Apart from that, there is no other region anywhere. Nobody cares. Nobody, including this idiot I seen Tinubu. He doesn't care about Nigeria. He never believed in it. But today you see them, when they come, they pretend for their own personal interest. I'm going to play another video that revealed the complicity of Nigerian media. You will see. And the guy mentioned channel television, to be precise. He didn't hide it. How they are hiding information, how they manipulate information, how they push lie. They push lie to the public. I hope I can be able to get that video and play it so that we can be able to see the manipulation, how they are manipulating issues. When things happen, they will manipulate it. They will not tell you exactly how it happened. Instead, they will give it a baptismal name. They will change figures. They will never give you the figure. Many things that are happening, they are giving wrong figures.
They will come and go confession, give them another name.
That is it. They will look for a different name and give it. Just like Boko Haram. You see how many times they baptize Boko Haram? Terrorism. They baptized from terrorism. They created headers. Fulani herdsmen. From Fulani herdsmen, they say don't call them terrorists. They are bandits. From bandits now, they have different guy names, different names that they're operating with. And we will never stop exposing their evil. We will never stop exposing their evil. I want us to listen and watch this very video.
There was an attack in Bakin Kogi, Kaninkong. And Channels TV, I'll mention names, said 7 houses were burnt and 4 people were killed.
Imagine.
I left Port Harcourt to Southern Kaduna. I counted 150 houses.
Imagine.
And I saw a mass grave containing 21 persons.
Did you see that?
So the media is also complicit in what is happening in the Middle Belt.
Did you hear that?
Thank God for News Central for what you're doing.
Let us take it again. I want you to pay attention. The kind of info that is happening in channel television.
Yeah.
Not only channel, including Arise, all of them. You know, when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say Yoruba media, when he call them out and call them, you would think it's a joke. It is not a joke. The media in Nigeria are complicit in this atrocity. They are the reason why this genocide is going on. They are in the front line to suppress the Biafran genocide. They push them forward and say it is a Igbo coup for more than 50-something years. And many people lost their life because of that.
Yeah.
And this very Nigerian media were groomed by the British.
Yeah.
Groomed by the British. And they write the script for them. The British were the first people to publish Igbo coup. They were the very first people to publish it.
Yeah.
They passed it over to Nigerian media and they are pushing it until just yesterday when it was revealed that it is a lie.
You know what is sad about it is that for some Yorubas who are good-minded individuals, so when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said it, or when we keep talking about it, Yoruba media, it will look as if we are being hateful or being general.
It's not hateful. Not all of them. We know there are people who are in charge of that media.
Yeah, we know that because they are the one that controls the media in the country.
Exactly.
Even the Arise, whom they say the proprietor is Nduka something, an Igbo man, but we also know that in my assessment, they just front him there. And if you look at the structure of the place, you will see how, the organization is being run. So they also toe that line, which channel with us, which AIT, and the rest of them. So it's not born out of hate, but out of reality, what is going on. And because media plays a very strong role in any society. The direction that society goes sometimes is from the media because day in, day out, they are hammering it. It's like when you are hearing something over and over again, even if it's not true, at some point it becomes true. So this is what they do, So this is the game because you will never see them talk about the rule. For some days now, I've also been talking about the fact that if these people are people of peace, who believe in peaceful coexistence, or if they truly love Nigeria, what they should be talking about now, moving forward, is that suggestion of Ted Cruz that you cannot have. There's no way, except you don't want peace in the country. Exactly. Otherwise, there's no how you will have a secular country, a secular society that goes and infuse Islamic Sharia law into the constitution. It's crazy. You cannot have that and have peace. Because who is going to live with such a double standard? two-tier system of government. For how long would that stay? So, but again, they will not talk about it because they will feel like it's contentious, or they will feel like it could rock the boat, whatever. But the boat is going to be rocked anyway, because for how long will, especially when people, authority like Ted Cruz, the United States government, they are already flaunting this idea is coming out. It's not going to end here. So that is the thing, my brother.
My brother, it is so disturbing. It is so disturbing that I don't know what is wrong with Nigerian people. Do you know that some countries in Asia, like in Malaysia, majority of them, I can say 80% are Muslims.
Yeah.
They have the Hindus and they have the Chinese.
Yeah.
But they never impose Sharia in their capital or in the states where people are. Where people are mixed up in the secular state, they have.
Exactly. Indonesia.
They don't do it. Even when some of them try to push for it, the government entirely rejected it and say, mount out a secular place. There was a state that you can go. If you want to, you go to that state and remain in that state.
Exactly.
But not in a place where people are mixed up together.
Yeah.
But look at Nigeria, where it is almost, I can bet you that Christians in Nigeria are greater than the Muslims in Nigeria.
But of course, Christians are more. And
Christians are more. But in their own statistics, they doctor all the statistics. They try to give you numbers and face figures everywhere.
Exactly. And they run with it.
To push the agenda.
Even though they know it's not true, but they don't care anyway. They continue to say Christian majority, Muslim majority. It's not majority. It's not. And the one brother, Ghanaian, I told you maybe last week ago, he said that there is a line, that is like constitutional line drawn, that nobody, because Ghana have Christian, they have Muslims, but that there's that line you can never cross. Nobody should cross it. But they cross it in Nigeria. This Obasanjo, evil bunch of people, because he is an agent of the colonial master. Obasanjo is evil. He allowed it under his nose. Obasanjo watched and did not, and they introduced Sharia law into Nigerian constitution. And he pretend as if like, they let them do it. It's like, these are evil bunch of people. Obasanjo, every time pretending like he's a saint. That is what he does. But under his watch, Nigeria, all this distortion came upon Nigeria. The Sharia law. This Ghanaian guy say, you dare not. And he said that in Ghana, you cannot have a Muslim or Christian, because they know how the system, the structure, the mixture of the different race and religion. So you have to be able to draw. But in Nigeria, they cross all the lines. The Fulanis has crossed. They've just breached every boundary. Incredible.
They don't care.
In 2017, for instance, there was an attack in Bakin Kogi, Kaninkon. And Channels TV, I'll mention names, said 7 houses were burnt and 4 people were killed.
Imagine.
I left Port Harcourt to southern Kaduna. I counted 150 houses. Imagine. And I saw a mass grave containing 21 persons. So the media is also complicit in what is happening in the Middle Belt. Thank God for News Central for what you're doing. Unfortunately, you are very young. You started in 2017 or thereabouts. But these atrocities have been going on for many years. Before I founded Middle Belt Times, let me tell you why. I was writing for various platforms. And sometimes when I write my stories, they will tell me that these guys are not terrorists. They are unknown gunmen or they are bandits. And one day I spoke to an editor. I said, look, sir, don't publish my story. And in 2019, of course, because if you must speak the truth as a journalist in this country, then you must be ready to face the consequences. 2019, I spent 162 days in prison for my uncompromised reportage.
Okay.
And when I was stepping into Kaduna prison, the first thing I wanted to see were the terrorists that have been terrorizing our people. I didn't find any. The few I found, including the ones who killed the Agwam Adara in 2018, they were looking better than me, that was coming from outside in the prison.
Did they hear?
As of today, I don't know their whereabouts. They may have been released, because I remember meeting a certain Adamu in Kaduna prison who told me something. He said, look, he was arrested for illegal possession of firearm. That's a capital offense. The security agents are no longer here. I heard somebody talking about the judiciary. It's a compromised judiciary.
Okay.
It is. When I got to prison, I saw a lot of young men from were killed.
Let the world hear it and hear it again. You see, when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu speak, they will say it is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now you see somebody.
Capital offense.
You see somebody talking.
Yeah.
This is the same fate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is facing in their court today. The same fate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is facing in their court today. Nigeria, every aspect of Nigeria is in a mess.
Compromise, Paul.
When we say Nigeria is a failed state, it is not a propaganda. It is not born out of hate. We are not saying it out of pride. It is a reality. A reality that you can see even in their own conventional media. Every single evidence we are bringing here, is it not from conventional media? All the video I play here, they are from the conventional media. But one thing they do is that when it comes to these people that speak the fact, you cannot see that video more than once.
Yeah. They suppress it.
By chance, when those people have the opportunity to speak only once, they will never invite you again in that station.
Yeah.
They will never invite you again. But look at the kind of people they invite. Gumi, almost all the television stations in Nigeria were advertising Gumi.
Yeah.
They were all advertising a terrorist. And you tell me that you want me to remain in that. This is why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has nothing to do with them and he's standing his ground.
Yeah.
Look at the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu today. A simple question. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu passed a motion. And the motion said, please, tell me the law under which you are trying me. Please tell me, do you have a jurisdiction to try my case? Since you say this crime was committed in the United Kingdom, you don't have a jurisdiction. Please, can you explain to the world how you came to Kenya and kidnapped me and brought me to Nigeria? These are the hurdles that has to be passed for you to get into judgment, to decide whether Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is guilty or not. But the government of Nigeria and their court, in a court that you have senior advocates, there are more than 5 in the prosecution council. There are more than 5 with the judge himself and the friends of the court sitting down there. This simple question that even an ordinary person can answer, they did not answer that question.
Even not just government, lawyers, some sound, some not even sound, like that Enehebek or Eneheli, they all know that that question is a legitimate question from Nnamdi Kanu. Come and tell me, in which law, under which law are you trying to, and they come out to say that he is not ill-advised, he's not well advised, that I heard that Enebeli guy say something similar, that he ought to enter blah blah blah, seek but they all know, they know that again that question is legitimate.
There has to be entered that they are going to tell him at the end of
is that trap?
Yes. A very big trap they set for him to allow him to make that mistake.
Yes, so that when he fall into that trap, now they will now convict the person, then they will now ask for pardon, then they kill your agenda, they just shut you down. That is what because these are a bunch of evil people, because they know the truth, but they don't want the truth. They know that the man has that inalienable right, to self-defense and to self-determination. These are God-given rights to every individual to determine your fate. But no, because for them, no, my brother, that is just the word. These are evil people, Thank you.
The security agents are no longer here. I heard somebody talking about the judiciary. It's a compromised judiciary. It is. When I got to prison, I saw a lot of young men from Southern Kaduna who were standing trial for simply trying to defend their communities.
Okay.
I wept bitterly.
There is a case now that the Amnesty International is handling. A man who defended himself against Boko Haram, against terrorists. They attacked the man, and the man in self-defense attacked back and overcome them. Do you know that that man was sentenced to death?
Can you imagine that?
The man has even gone to appeal, and they uphold the death penalty. Today, it is Amnesty International and other people of the world that are now fighting and speaking on behalf of that man. That somebody who protected himself against. We are talking about a terrorist too. Yeah. The man was in his own farm and they attacked him. Yeah. Injured him. He fought his way out, collected a weapon, and defended himself. And Nigerian court sentenced this man to death. Do you hear what they were saying? They were saying that after he has overpowered them, he should have taken that gun and run away.
Can you imagine? Madness. Yeah. The judiciary, the Nigerian judiciary is a laughing stock. It's not, no. It's a shame. And it's good. These things are coming out. Let the world continue to know.
This case I'm talking about is everywhere in the media. It's happening now.
Yeah.
The man lost the case, went to appeal, he lost again. They condemned him.
Yeah.
They condemn him. He only have one chance again. After this one now is going to go. After this one, the next thing they would do is to take his life.
Yeah.
For defending himself. You can imagine. This is where they want you to be. This is where they want you to be. This is what they want you to promote. This is what they want you to support. You can imagine, how can any sensible person on this planet Earth in 21st century continue to allow himself to be part of this kind of madness?
For me, I just thank God that a country like US that they are speaking out now, because left for our so-called, politicians, all these impostors you call governors, they are our worst enemy. They are our worst enemy, because is it not the Uzodimas of this world who and some other ones that they want these marauders from Sahel to come and mix up amongst us and to become one of us. Uzodima was saying that if any of them marry Igbo person, he will pay their dowry. So what does that mean? So people who, first of all, they are not Nigerians. They were illegally brought into the country, and you want them to just kind of like, with their violent nature, with their antecedent, we know how they, again, if these people were peaceful, law-abiding people who believe in peaceful coexistence, that would be a different story. But they are not. They are not. They simply cannot let you be. They want to take your land. They want to take your life. They want to impose their religion on you and impose Sharia. This is what they do. This is what they want. And you cannot do anything about it. The only way you can do is stop them before they stop you. Now, then we have governors, politicians who are encouraging it. Usoludo is another one of them. That is where I always question, his ethnicity. I keep questioning it because everything they do points to a direction that you can't even begin to. Who are these people? Soludo, they are there. There is a place where they have a camp. In Anambra, he will not do anything about it. Rather, he will face the Biafrans. Innocent Biafrans. Telling the world that they are Christians to killing Christians. Can you imagine that? And it's not true. It's simply not true. Because we know the infiltration of these Fulanis that they brought into the place. Some of them have been there for years. Some of them speak Igbo better than even you, who is Igbo. So it's again, the goodness I feel about it is the fact that the world is taking note and they are speaking, and therefore we should also not stop speaking, because now the world is picking it up, because these are our serious enemy. These politicians we have in the land, in recent time, they've stopped speaking, to be honest with you. Even I used to think that some of them will be coming out now, but it's like they just hands off now, completely hands off. You know, Ugo Chinyere. And so many of them, you think that they will be also be pushing. It's crazy, my brother.
It is sad. That is what Nigeria, the lawlessness of Nigeria is everywhere. And
yeah.
One thing we know that nobody can be in Nigeria and fight against Nigeria. No, you can't do it. You can't be in Nigeria, tell me you're an activist. You are just a pretender. Let us watch the latest lawsuit of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu against the Nigerian criminals. The latest lawsuit.
Nnamdi Kanu, this is the FCT High Court, Abuja. So, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has filed a 550 million naira suit against the Nigerian Medical Council and the 10 medical doctors that conspired and issued a fake medical report against him. And the court ordered that they should examine Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but that they never did. So they went to wrote what they call medical report, and it was that medical report that made the court to refuse Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's bail. So based on that, we have written to them, and they did not show any remorse. So we have filed a suit against them. It's 550 million naira suit against Nigerian Medical Council and other medical doctors. So that is the position. That's and God bless you.
You see, when we talk about the decay of Nigeria, it is in all levels.
Yeah.
You can imagine Nigerian Medical Association that is supposed to be held sacred to save life. A sacred organization to save life came together and gave a fake report on the head of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
Without carrying out a test on him.
Without carrying any test.
That is criminality.
What was given by the court was go and conduct a test of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
Jesus Christ.
They did not conduct any tests. And they went and concocted something and brought and presented. Nigeria Medical Association of Nigeria. You can imagine.
Committing crime.
We are crying of the judiciary. We complain of the legislature. We talk of the executive. Now, Medical Association of Nigeria that is meant to save the life of the innocent, the ordinary people, came together, presented a fake report. And the whole world is watching. And in the midst of this fake report, based on this fake report, Nigerian government want to pass a judgment on the 20th. And the whole world is silent and watching. The only thing that is going to happen on 20th is Nigeria on trial, not Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
Yeah.
The only thing that is going to be judged on the 20th is Nigeria itself. Injustice against a Biafran person doesn't amount to injustice. Genocide against Biafran person does not amount to genocide. When it has to do with the Biafran, you can just lie, you can just say anything, you can just do anything and get away with it. There is a recent video that is flying around. I will try to bring that video. When we are complaining of some of our Yoruba brothers. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu mounts the microphone and he said, if you are going to a Yoruba church, you are an idiot. Some people thought it was out of hate. It is not out of hate.
Yeah.
It is because of the attitude of some of them. There is a recent video that is going viral. I'm going to try to see if I can find that video. And you will hear from the mouth of that man, somebody who called himself a prelate, that millions are listening to.
I think he's the one that says the problem of Nigeria is Igbo.
You will hear what that man said.
Is that the one?
Yes.
I think he said
that one. That guy na Babalawo now. Na native dog. All these that guy. They wear white.
That guy is controlling. You know how many people he's speaking to?
White garment church.
The crowd that is loyal to him. And he's passing such kind of message.
Yeah.
The same people will come back and tell you that we should be in Nigeria. God forbid. If there is no other place to be, we better go to another planet and stay, not in Nigeria.
He said that Igbo is the problem with all this terrorism, the killing of Christians everywhere. So he's putting it on Igbo. Because I don't know if it's the video I saw from him some months ago, maybe a year ago. I don't think it's recent.
This one is not months ago. We are talking about the latest.
It's just recently. Because I even hear one.
Try and get the video.
Okay, if you get it.
Is it Fulani guy or Fulani lady or something like that? He even say the same thing. This is a wake-up call for everybody, most especially Biafrans. Those people that want to die for Nigeria. They are saying one Nigeria, 2027. The 2027 that is not coming. And
if you go to their church, you see Biafrans jamming full in that place. Oh my God. I don't know. I don't know really. How can you be patronizing your enemy? You know that somebody is trying to destroy you and you are still patronizing them. I don't get it. You know, not all Yorubas, but again, we have to continue to say like it is, because if you are the one doing it, so it is what it is then. Because
it's not all of them, some of them.
Yeah.
Some of them, good number of them. It's so sad.
Yeah,
but for a very long time, this thing has been kind of covered. But the presidency of Bola Ahmed Tinubu have exposed so many things.
Yeah.
That they can no longer pretend. They can no longer pretend that it is not happening. They can't pretend that it's not happening.
You said that
they have to pretend about it for a long time. Not anymore.
Igbo is the problem. While the leadership of the country, the presidency, the highest position in the land, has been back and forth between the Yorubas and the Northerners. The Igbos are put on the sideline, and you turn around. It doesn't even make sense. That is just evil, pure and simple. You know, because we know in Nigeria how it goes. When you're a president in Nigeria, regardless how you came in or how you become a president, once you're a president, you are like a god. You can do and undo. Whatever you said goes. You can remove a sitting governor, a governor that was well democratically elected, voted for. You can remove him. You can do. Everybody bows and worship. Look at what Wike is doing, just because Tinubu has his back.
That's not the video. I'm just trying to say. Go ahead, my brother. Sorry, I'm trying to get the video.
Yeah, you know. So that's the deception that people have to watch out for it. The deception, because we know, at least since my lifetime, you know, an Igbo man has never been the head of the country. Never. So how can you turn around and say that they are the problem? So somebody saying that, you can clearly see the level of evil there, because, yeah, if it's not Northerners, it's Yoruba. These are, again, the three major ethnic groups that make up the country from the inception, not until they now bring in Fulani, but originally it's three. But it's only two that has been in charge since our lifetime, over 5 to 6 decades now. You know, so anybody saying that it's just being deceitful is just not true, because look at what Igbos are suffering all over the place. So they look at the marginalization, everything. They can build in the north, they can build in the southwest, you know, but they will stop it from happening in southeast, in the entire Biafra land. They don't want, especially this Tinubu guy. He's another one looking at it from an angle of a rip-off exploitation. He doesn't want anywhere in Biafra land, be it south or southeast, to have a functioning seaport, so that all the money being generated will be in Lagos. He doesn't want, and they put all these things. They put it in is it not concurrent? They put it in there's this legislative list where it's only the president, the executive, can issue license for it. So these things are very deliberate, what they are doing. If there is no marginalization, then tell me what it is. It's just crazy. It's absolutely crazy. But the only way out, we know the only way out, because you can't be in one country with people that hate you so much, expect you to swallow everything they throw at you. Then that is okay. Then so it's not gonna. It won't work. It just can't work.
That's not gonna happen.
It never.
It's not gonna happen. Not with us.
Yeah.
They can continue to try as much as they can to manipulate and push those lies and those fake unity they are preaching. We are no longer sleeping. We have slept for a very long time, and finally we are awake. The kind of atrocity they are pushing against us, the lies is so much. It's so much. How long are we going to continue to pretend all is well? How long? How long are we going to continue to pretend that everything is okay? Huh?
We thank God for the social media, my brother, because what social media has unpacked, the level of evil that goes on in Nigeria.
Let me tell you one thing
media
that you don't know, that this government did not know. I've been saying
that's the video. Let us pay attention. Let's hear what this man had to say. These are the kind of people. It is because of people like this that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said that if you are going to a Yoruba church, you are an idiot.
Yeah.
Because of the people like this. I want you to pay attention and hear what this man vomited in his mouth.
There may even be.
Let me tell you one thing that you don't know, that this government did not know. I've been saying it though. Watch out, ethnicity and religious crisis. Watch out, ethnicity and religious crisis. Right? The Igbos, they are tired of this world called Nigeria. Hausa is not the problem, but the Igbos. Any Igbo can go against it. You can lambast me. You can.
He said that Hausas are not the problems, but the Igbos. Hausas are not the problem, but Igbos. Listen to him.
First, he said that Igbos are tired of.
That is when he's coming. Where he's coming. He started with Igbos are tired of this country. For that one, we are tired. That one is not a.
It's a fact. Okay.
1967, we have been tired.
Exactly.
It didn't start today. That we are tired is not a story. Listen.
Let me tell you one thing that you don't know, that this government did not know. I've been saying it though. Watch out, ethnicity and religious crisis. Watch out, ethnicity and religious crisis. Right? The Igbos, they are tired of this world called Nigeria.
We are tired.
Hausa is not the problem, but the Igbos. Any Igbo can go against it. You can lambast me. You can insult me. It's not my business. It gives me courage. It gives me more glory and blessing. Your insult. Igbo. They are the problems of this country. They are desperate of power.
Did you hear that?
Did
you hear that? Let's continue.
They want to rule Nigeria at all costs. And I've not seen them ruling Nigeria, even in coming dispensation. Let them bring, when 10 trillion will come out. Igbos, they are betrayal of themselves. Igbo cannot control Nigeria. Let's be realistic. Let's be honest with ourselves. But they don't understand. Instead of them to seek wisdom, they are flexing muscle. And that's not the answer. That's what Tinubu does not even know. Obasanjo, who is advocating for them, they are the one who spoil it. All these Obasanjo, Yakubu Gowon, who are they? Many of them. So Obasanjo wants to make an amendment now, when it's too late. Tell the Baba to go and sleep. We can't make any amendments. Igbo, there is an error at the beginning. A curse is on you. If you don't reverse that curse,
is on you and your generation. The curse is on you and your family. The curse is on you and your congregation that is there listening to you. Any idiot standing in that your church listening, the curse is upon them. And you will not leave. You will not, as Biafra is coming, you will go with it. You will go with the coming of Biafra. You
can't be president of anything in Nigeria. Note and underline wisdom, understanding, knowledge. That's
Did you hear this man?
Hate-filled individual. And in a normal society, Jesus Christ. But Mazi choose again. At the end of the day, I know where the blame lies. You know, in a normal society, people like this, and that has million followers, they are worse than a terrorist.
A pilot.
He is worse than a terrorist from what he's vomiting. Me and you, I don't have any follower. I don't have any strength. I don't have any power. I just talk what I see, you know. But people like this and people who hold national, federal government positions like Abike Dabiri, people like this, you can see Abike Dabiri in him from what he's saying, and the fact that they are untouchable.
Let us now digest this. This man said Igbos are desperate for power. Tell me, how are Igbos desperate for power in Nigeria? Can you tell me? In which area are they desperate for power? Since 1967 to date, in what area are we desperate for power? In which office? In which area? In which office?
But what people don't understand, what people don't know is that Tinubu feels exactly how he feels. I don't need anybody to tell me that. I know how Tinubu feels about Ndibo. The hatred is real. Forget the fact that maybe once in a while or here and there, maybe appoint one Igbo person for whatever, you know. But we know, bro, even that Bianco know that she went and give that position. You think it's born out of love? No. You think it's born out of inclusion? It's not born out of inclusion. It's simply born out of exploitations. Tinubu sees Ndibo, and just like the Nigerian system, with the Fulanis too, people they can keep in Nigeria, just make sure they don't leave, continue to exploit them, to use them, and to at the end just destroy. That is put my brother. Okay, so yeah.
How can
any position, any position,
you can never be a president.
Any position being given to Igbo man in Nigeria here, they have a target before giving that position. Just like Bianco that they're talking about today, is the target of him stopping Mazi Simon Ekpa for declaring Biafra. That is the reason they give her that position.
Yeah,
exactly. They use her. They use her against Mazi Simon Ekpa.
Because they know if they ask her who wife is it, you're going to say it's the wife of our internal leader and the help of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wife. Both of them, their hand is in what happened to Mazi Simon with the insider that they use. That is the reason why it's very hard for you to do for you and desperate human being to live in the house. All these people that stab Mazi Simon Ekpa at back. But then with Mazi Simon Ekpa, he's living in the same house, and Mazi Simon Ekpa not even know what they are capable of because they are desperate of getting that power. That's the reason why they succeed. But they should remember, no problem one bullet Finland taking away our prime minister. We went there for the assignment, and that assignment, before he will come back, that name that's been given to him, Ambassador of Peace, he give Finland peace, and they treat him that way. Another name that Biafrans give to him, which is Dragon himself, him coming out, that is where they're going to know that dragon, that they have touched a tail of tiger. And very soon, the whole world, even Nigeria, they're going to hear from Mazi Simon Ekpa. He's coming. He's coming. They should just wait. Mazi, just continue.
Sometimes when you hear Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say something, some of people think he doesn't know what he's saying, or maybe he's saying it out of hate. Or every single statement Mazi Nnamdi Kanu made